The website, tincansolar.com, for those in the audience, it is a secure website. Okay, so it's not an unsecured site, number one. And then number two, it has a secured application interface. How many people know about PayPal or ever done stuff on PayPal? Okay, well, you can have a PayPal account, or you can go, you don't have to have a PayPal account. You can be a guest, and that's how you settle, is through PayPal. Okay, and then, you know, there's sales tax, but there is no shipping cost in the lower 48. I ship anywhere in the lower 48 for free. It goes FedEx ground. Okay. Any other questions? Yes. Well, that'll also help in the sense that it's important to know for folks here that you never want to hook up a solar panel to a battery without a charge controller in between. Okay? And why? It's the charge controller that's making it's reading the battery, okay, probing that battery to determine what level of charge that it needs to be passing down the line. Okay, so one of those stages is going to be a trickle charge, because it's probed it and says, oh, I know I'm okay now. I don't have to be going full bore. I can back off. On wet acid batteries, one of the stages it will do it actually determine whether or not the plates need to be dealt with, cleaned, and it'll actually run through a routine to help clean the stuff off the plates on the batteries. Okay, yes sir, in the back.
I'm still very unclear on what that thing means on my gun. It says solar ready.
Okay, well, I explained that a little bit earlier. Solar ready can mean anywhere from basic wiring for a solar port. It can mean a solar port and you have available roof ports. It can mean you only have roof ports. It means you can have a charge controller inside, roof ports up on the top, and a portable port down below by your battery compartment with no panels. Okay, and so your portable hookup is for your suitcases. Okay, the other is for your roof, and how you choose to wire it's kind of up to you and whoever you're dealing with when you got your trailer. Do you want your wiring, for example, on the port for portables? Do you want to wire it directly to the battery, or do you want to wire it to your charge controller? Either way is correct. Either way, okay? And what that allows you to do, if you wire directly to your battery, that means your portable must have a charge controller on it.
Well, how do I know?
You have to look at your build list from your trailer when you got your trailer.
I'll walk the trailer
Go to the company.
You got to look at what you have. I know in what stuff that's called Zamp ready, it can mean that you have a port, and it's usually on the front end where you're pulling, right by the battery compartment. There's a little black tab that flips over the top. That's an SAE port. You flip that off, and you plug right into there, and it's plug and play. With ready up on the roof, it means that your wiring harness has been dropped from the roof down to some place behind a wall in your cabin, okay? And then there's another harness that's been run from that same spot to your batteries. And until you buy your panels, they're not hooked up, but the wiring is all there. And having seen a number of installs, the most difficult part of a solar install is doing the wiring harnesses and dropping them in the right spot and getting them in the right places. And so having something solar ready is taking a huge, what I would call time drain relative to cost. It's already done for you.
So
A lot of people ask us, I don't know what my solar does, I don't understand it. If it's not a Zamp, you know, we understand perfectly what Zamp is and we understand solar, but you need to go back to your manufacturer and find out exactly what it is. Now, some people don't know what a solar suitcase is. It's solar panels that are actually in a case, and it has a charge controller. And it will supplement the solar that is on your roof. So if your solar on your roof is dirty, it supplements what you have. And you can look online, and I think the brochures might have pictures, I'm not sure. But it's a great way to add to your solar so you can make sure you have enough power for your trip here or some other boondocking situation. Any other questions?
The amount of wattage that you go for is a matter of the faster. See, people will ask me, what does solar run? Nothing. Solar puts amp hours back into the battery so that you can run things. Okay? How fast do you want them back in there? Well, if I'm rated at 10 amps per hour, and I've got 80 amps to put back in there, I'm going to be sitting there for a while, 8 hours. Okay? So instead, I might go with a higher wattage that can do it even faster, so I'm not having to sit there 10 hours to have it recharge. Okay? Maybe I only have to be there 6 hours or 5 hours.
Thank you. Oh. Here, it's dirty. I mean, come on. We're all dirty here. Anything that you have on your solar panels will affect it somewhat. A little bit of dust, not so much. But the cleaner you keep your panels, the more it will charge. So, you know, we recommend getting up there and looking. At Quartzfest, depending on where you're parked, will depend on how dirty your panels are going to be. And you'll lose charging capacity or capability when they're dirty. So
We do it no less than once a month.
I just clean it with a damp cloth. And, you know, just wipe it. It just takes one little swish and you've got the dust off, just like dusting it at home. So if anyone is more interested in, we're going to wrap it up. If anyone's interested in other questions for Tony, more technical questions, please come on up. If you're interested in understanding how to order something, we can help you. And if you decide to order something here, you get a nice set. Okay? Thank you for attending. We appreciate it. And we hope that you